Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a flashlight that I was sent over for review purposes by Thorfire. This is the PF04 Pen Flashlight, and I've mentioned this in previous videos. I really do enjoy the pen style flashlight form factor as far as for EDC purposes. I think it still retains a nice and sleek form factor. Very small, very lightweight. It blends in really well with whatever it is that you're carrying. And for the most part, they have been getting better and better as far as the output and the duration and things like that go. So if you're the type of person that wants to carry something that's lightweight but still puts out a lot of power as far as your EDC flashlight goes, then this is a good option for that. So again, it comes in this cardboard box here. As you open it up, you have a couple of things. You have a welcome card here. And then you also have your user manual. And as always, I do recommend that you kind of read through it. It's very simple, just 3 pages here, but it does give you a lot of information on your flashlight. And then underneath this little foam piece here, you have the flashlight itself, and then a little bag with a couple of spare O-rings. So let's get the flashlight out of the bag, and we'll put this to the side. So here it is. Again, this is a pen style flashlight, which is really nice. It definitely does resemble a pen when you have it in your pocket. It blends in really well. It doesn't attract a lot of attention. It's not overly tactical. So this will definitely suit a lot of different people depending on what it is that you're wearing and what you're going to be using it for. So it is aircraft grade aluminum, so it's going to make it very lightweight, but it's also very sturdy, which is nice. You have some functional knurling back here, which is good when you're pulling the flashlight out of your pocket. And then some stylings in the front right here, which gives it a little bit of a nicer look. Again, because this is running off of 2 AAA batteries, which are very readily accessible, it's going to keep a nice and thin form factor, so it's not going to be a big bulge or bulk in your pocket. So if you have it like in a shirt pocket or something like that, you're not going to have to worry about it. The pocket clip is nice and tight, so it does secure the flashlight to wherever you clip it, which is good because you don't want to go losing your flashlight. And then you have your rubber tail cap switch right here, which has the kind of power symbol embossed into it. So again, this is running off of 2 AAA batteries, which are readily accessible. And as you guys can see, it is a nice and thin form factor, which will accommodate pretty much anybody's EDC. So what I'll do now is let me turn off these overhead lights so we can take a look at the different modes. Now, one thing that I did want to point out is that there is no momentary on feature on the tail cap. That's one thing that I do like on some of my flashlights because, again, you sometimes don't need them to be on for that long. So, again, you won't have the feature where you kind of lightly press the tail cap and the light will come on. You have to click it on and click it off every time that you want to use it. So just keep that in mind. So as you click it on, it's actually going to come on in the lowest mode, which is 1 lumen, and that's going to be for 240 hours. Now this is perfect for if you want to check somebody's eyes and you don't want to blind them, you want to read a book at night, have minimal light or something like that. You're checking on different parts or something like that. Maybe you're repairing a computer or a vehicle. This is going to be very minimal light, but for a long time. So from there, halfway press the tail cap switch, it's going to go into your medium mode, and that's going to be 50 lumens for 3 hours and 45 minutes. Now this is pretty much a lot of EDC light. 50 lumens is great for the majority of EDC tasks that you're going to need, looking for your keys on the floor or a keyhole when you're coming home late at night or something like that, looking underneath a desk. This is going to be perfect light for that. And then from there, lightly pressing the tail cap switch again, it's going to run you into your high mode, and that's going to be 210 lumens for 55 minutes. So now you're getting 210 lumens from a flashlight this size running off of 2 AAA batteries. So that is a lot of light for something of this size, which is really nice. There are some EDC tasks which require a little bit more light. Maybe you need to light up a room or something like that. So this is going to be perfect for that condition, which is great. And then from there, you can just turn the flashlight off and you're good to go. Now there is a memory on this, so this will come on the last mode that you had it on. So because I was using high last, it'll come back on when I go ahead and turn it back on. So we go ahead and turn these overhead lights on again. So as you guys can see, you have a few different modes, which is really nice. And I like the fact that they kind of went really wide with the range of the modes from 1 lumen all the way up to 210 lumens, and then with that 50 lumen mode in the middle. That gives you enough light for different circumstances, especially in EDC tasks. Now, one thing that I did note is that they did not have a strobe mode on this, and for the most part, I really don't miss it. I don't use strobe a lot as far as EDC purposes go. So, and again, usually in flashlights in this form factor, you have to kind of cycle through the modes a couple of times to get to it. So for the most part, it's not very easy to get to. So I didn't really miss it. So as always, and by way of comparison, I have the Streamlight Stylus Pro here. Now, the reason that I use this particular flashlight to compare it to a lot of other flashlights is because a lot of people have seen this flashlight. They've either had it in the collection or they've handled it at one point or another, so they're familiar with the size. So that's why I use it. As you guys can see, it is very similar in size to the Stylus Pro, but obviously you're getting more modes in the Thorfire, and you're getting a higher output in the of 210 lumens. So there it is. Set that to the side. So there it is. That is the Thorfire PF04. In my opinion, for the price, it is a great EDC option, especially with all those different modes and the fact that you're getting 210 lumens on the high off of two AAA batteries, which again are readily accessible. You can pretty much find them anywhere. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions.